Well, hello there.
Hello there.
Welcome back to my channel. I recently finished reading Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdaals, which has a very beautiful and colorful cover. Might be one of the reasons why I picked it up in the first place. So in this video, I would like to give you a short summary of the book and also incorporate some of my own thoughts about it. So, if you want to know if it's any worth reading, then stick out till the end. Also, you might have noticed that the audio is way better, hopefully. It's because I got a new microphone. So let me know in the comments how do you like the new audio. Now, just to quickly introduce the author of the book itself, Ali Abdaals. I'm pretty sure you already heard about him, but if you didn't, he's a pretty famous YouTuber and a renowned productivity expert. I actually just found out about his channel this year, and he's part of the reason why I started YouTube in the first place. Since I already found a lot of value in his videos, I was really curious, how is his writing? To be honest, at first I was a bit hesitant about picking up this book, since I kinda lost my love for self-development books throughout the years. At the start of my reading journey, I was mainly reading self-development books. And after a while, the ideas started to sound a bit repetitive. For a while, I stopped reading them, just to discover what else literature has to offer for me. But since I'm quite a fan of Ali himself, I wanted to give this book a try. And I definitely did not regret my decision. In my opinion, the main idea of this book is about enjoying the process and even the hard tasks that need to be done to reach a goal. Ali himself said it the best with this quote: "Step 1 is feeling better, step 2 is doing more of what matters to us." Now, if you can really enjoy the process of working on your goals, you will inherently get more work done and the quality of your work will be of a higher level as well. So, in this book, Ali promises to give you the necessary steps that need to be taken to enjoy even the hardest work. So let's start with the structure of the book. The book itself is split into 3 parts, and each part is split into 3 chapters. Each chapter is filled with experiments you can try on your own. For me, not every experiment was a total hit, but I would like to pinpoint at least one from each chapter which really stood out for me. As for the structure of the book, I liked it very much. It made for a compelling read and a very good pacing. The first part of the book is about the 3 main energizers that can boost your productivity. First comes play. By adding play to your everyday work, you can lower the pressure from the task itself and even add a little bit of fun to it. For example, Ali introduces a concept of 8 play personalities and makes you choose one of them that fits you the most, or even a mixture of them. I really like this concept, as it reminded me of a role-playing game like World of Warcraft, where you can choose your own class and act according to it. Choosing a play personality can show you your strengths and personality traits, which in turn allows you to focus on them more and enhance them. The second energizer is power, and it's all about taking control. Confidence plays a huge part in how we view our goals and how much effort we are actually willing to exert in pursuing them. For example, if you really don't believe you can achieve a goal, you are much less likely to even start pursuing the goal itself. That is exactly why Ali comes up with the confidence switch. If you switch your mindset and you start thinking positively about your abilities, you can boost your confidence. I personally do the opposite of this a lot. When something does not go according to my plan, I just start bashing my head against the wall and complaining about how bad I am at something. And that does not really help, let me tell you that. The third and final energizer is people, which I found very intriguing since I'm a bit of an introvert and I find being around people a little bit more draining than energizing. So you can imagine I was very curious what Ali has to say about this topic. For example, one of the studies suggests that by working in a team of people, you are much more likely to perform at your best, since you really don't want to let down your comrades in arms. He also brings up that by asking for help, you can progress in a task much faster than if you would try to solve the issue by yourself. So, if you know someone who's simply more competent in the problem you are trying to solve, don't be afraid and ask for help. They will be glad that you did. The second part of the book is all about beating procrastination and creating a plan of attack for your goals. Here, Ali brings up the idea of time blocking, which I found really interesting since I already tried it in the past but never really stuck to it. Time blocking simply consists of allocating an exact amount of time for a certain task that you need to do. For example, you can allocate 1 hour from 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. to write down a summary of a book you recently read. Ali goes even further with the idea of time blocking your ideal week. According to Ali, if you do not carve out the exact time for the activity you need to do, chances are you won't do it. I'm recording this video for a while now and it got a bit dark outside, so I think the lamp will add a little bit of coziness. The second chapter is about finding courage. We humans like to catastrophize possible outcomes, and that can often hold us back from taking the first step. As a simple solution, Ali comes up with the 10-10-10 rule. For example, let's say you get rejected by someone you really like. Will this matter in 10 minutes, 10 weeks, or 10 years? The answer to at least 2 of these questions is usually not at all. So why worry about it? Just get started. It's probably the most important takeaway from this chapter, and in my humble opinion is the only way to combat all these negative thoughts that are holding you back. I know, at first it won't be pretty, it won't be easy, but it does not need to be. What is important is that you start, and now you can improve with each and every step. The third and last part of the book, Ali is focusing on how to not get burned out and keep up the momentum you built up by the first 2 parts of this book. I found it very interesting as he talks about 3 different types of burnouts which I did not know existed. First of them is overexertion burnout, which is probably the most commonly known, as it comes about from just taking on too much work. The second, depletion burnout, is the sign that you are not letting yourself rest enough. The third one is called misalignment burnout, and it happens when you discover you have been allocating years of energy into something that doesn't even bring you joy. To be honest, this one hit me hard, as I feel like I have experienced it lately, but more on that in a different video. Now that we know all of these types of burnouts, Ali also gives us some ways to combat them. The first of them is called energy investment portfolio, which I found really interesting, as it consists of creating 2 lists. List A for your dreams that you want to achieve in the near future, and the list B for the active investments. These are the things you want to work on daily. This strategy can help you combat overexertion burnout, as you can effectively separate the goals you want to pursue in the present and the ones that can wait a little bit longer. If you want to combat depletion burnout, you can make use of the write-off principle, which really just consists of writing off a day for good. Write-off, write-off. I see what you did there, Ali. Not sure how about you, but sometimes I struggle to rest, as even if I have a whole day off and I just lay down on the couch watching a TV show, I actively think about the things I need to do and I should be doing at this moment. And these negative thoughts are actively intercepting my rest, as in my head I'm just punishing myself for taking a day off and resting when my body and mind really needs it. So do not be afraid and take a full day off of doing any productive work if you really feel like you need it. By doing less today, you can do more of what matters tomorrow. For me, probably the most interesting of all of these ways to combat burnouts is the last one. And this one helps you combat misalignment burnout. It's about identifying your motivation. According to scientific research, there are 4 main types of motivations. First of them is external motivation, which is when we are seeking respect from other people. Second one is introjected motivation, which is when we are pushing ourselves to do something out of feeling the shame or guilt of failure. Third one is called identified motivation. This one ensues when we identified that the current task is helping us actively achieve or work towards our goals. The fourth and last one is called intrinsic motivation, which is when we are already enjoying the process and we don't even care about the end result. Now, on this scale, you can see that identified and intrinsic motivation are the most autonomous, which means that we are in control of our own motivation, and in this case, misalignment burnout simply cannot happen. So, I encourage you, give yourself 5 to 10 minutes and think about what is your motivation. And please, let me know down in the comments. As the last really interesting takeaway from this book, I would like to pinpoint some journaling prompts. The first one is called the Odyssey Plan. It's a really simple yet powerful journaling prompt. Write down in detail what your life would look like in 5 years if you continued down your current path, if you took an alternative path, or if you took a radical path where money, social obligations, and what people think about you were irrelevant. I have yet to give this journaling prompt a try, but I already know I will benefit immensely from it. On the other hand, there is the Wheel of Life, which I already gave a try to at the beginning of the year. It consists of drawing a circle and dividing it into 3 parts. Each part then consists of 3 slices, like a pizza. You can name every part according to a major area in your life. For example, I did health, relationships, and work. Then you can proceed to give names to the individual slices. For example, for health, I have body, mind, and soul. After that, write down a number on a scale from 1 to 10 that symbolizes how well you are doing in this area of your life. This can give you a great overview of what you should work on and what is going well. In addition, you can write down a few sentences to each and every part to further elaborate how you feel about them. If you want to go even further, I strongly encourage you to write down a goal for every part and every slice. So, for my final thoughts on this book, I found it to be very accessible, so even if you are not too keen on self-development or hard non-fiction literature, I would still advise you to give it a try, especially if you are a fan of Ali's. Well, I hope you enjoyed my breakdown of Feel Good Productivity. I would like to continue doing more videos about books, as I really love reading. So please, let me know in the comments if you have any recommendations for me to read and make a video about. Thank you for your attention, and if you like this video, please consider pressing the like button, and if you want to see more videos, subscribe. Until next time, take care, people.